Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ServiceNow Interview Guide. In today's interview question, we are going to discuss the difference between business service and application service. In last video in this series, we have discussed what is service mapping. So in that, we discussed a bit about business service. Okay. So like business service, there is also a term known as application service. So I thought let's discuss these both because these both are important. Okay. So let's start with the very definition. A business service represent a service that deliver value to customers or business user. Okay, so any service that is ultimately delivering value or being used or consumed by the consumer, customer, or users directly is known as business service. For example, there are many. In last video, we discussed email service. We discussed online banking. We discussed online shopping. Okay, all these are example of business service because these are at the extreme. Okay, these are at the top level and directly being used by customers. Okay, so this is what business service means. So an application service represents the application functionality that technically support the business service. Okay, so each of the business service we discussed is being used or is being used by the customer via something, via some technology component or basically via one application. Okay, so that technology, that technical component is known as application service. We need an application like for HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, you all are using application to use the online banking, right? For online shopping, we need Amazon app, we need Flipkart app. So with every business service, there is an associated application service that is mostly an IT component. These all are connected. Okay. So what is an application service? It is the application functionality that technically support the business service. I hope you get it now. Simple rule, business service is what the business delivers, whereas application service is how the application enable it. Okay. So both of these are connected but serve different meaning in CMDB modeling. And what is that? You know it now. Okay. So now let's go in deep and let me explain one simple example. Then we will come at the top. Okay. So consider a bank providing digital banking to customers. Same example which we have used in last video. So digital banking is what? It is a business service. Okay. Whereas application service is login application. You know it. So the login application handle the user authentication and enable customers to access their accounts, right? Yes, it is because of this application only we are able to use this business service. Okay. If that application is not working, if that application fails, what will happen? Customers cannot log in and digital banking services are impacted. Obviously, the customers are not able to do their work. Their work is impacted. Okay. So that's why we see the difference here. Business service reflect the customer impact. However, application service reflect the technical functionality. You get it now, I hope. Now let's move to the second part, which is why it is important. So this distinction is very important with respect to CMDB. Many organizations struggle with CMDB clarity because these two layers are mixed up. Mostly people confused between business service and application service. And this confusion is again providing various issues, again leading to various, issues. What are these issues? If these are not separated properly, the impact analysis is confusing, obviously. When you do not know which is the one and which one is dependent on other, then obviously you are not able to do the impact analysis. The service ownership become unclear. Yes, you do not know who is the owner of that particular service because you are confused. Third is incident routing slowdown. So when you see that ownership is not clearly defined, obviously you will not be able to reach out to the actual group who is supporting these services, or you may waste time in finding out, or you may send notification to wrong group because you are confused between application and business service. Last thing is service maps look messy. Obviously, when everything is messy here, service map will also look messy. It will not be the one which is used by the operational teams. Okay, they will do their work. They will not trust your map anymore. So that's why we are saying that clear layering between application and business service is important because it provides service visibility, clarity, okay? And then better decisions can be taken from this. You know this, okay? Finally, the last option is core explanation. So now think IT services in a structured layer. Yes, this is the basic. You have to think IT services in structured layer. At the top, there is a business service, and what is that? The capability that the customer or business actually consume. Obviously, the customers are directly dealing with business service, they are consuming it, and because of this only, they're able to do their business. But next is application service, which represent the application responsible for enabling the capability. Yes, application services itself 100% reliant, okay, 100% responsible for enabling the business service, because if there is no application, from where you will use the business service? Okay, so this is a direct relationship. There is a direct impact of application services on business services. Okay, finally, this application service is also dependent on infrastructure at the bottom, like various networking devices, various databases, servers. All these are connected together and then providing a space to application service, providing capability to application service, which in turn is providing, availability, providing capability to the business service. And then the business is flourishing. Okay, so this is a complete flow. You see here at the bottom, business service, then we have application service, then we have infrastructure. This separation is extremely important during incident and impact analysis. You know this, right? I already explained you. When the infrastructure component fail, team can quickly understand. Yes, you have this blueprint with you. In that case, if any of the server crashes, you should know that what you have to do, where you have to inform. Okay, you should know which all application services are impacted and which all business services are impacted. Okay, everything is in front of you, but if it's not there, then obviously you have to do the guesswork. You will take more time. It will be a complete disaster. Okay, so without layering, everything appears as disconnected technical component, obviously. Okay, mature CMDB modeling always maintain this structure because it aligns technical operations with business impact. As simple as that. Okay, so I hope you are able to correlate, or you are able to understand the difference between business service and application service. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I will come up with video number 19 soon. I hope you are getting all these. For live demos, please reach out to our second channel, ServiceNow 911. There I am explaining each and everything using demos. Okay, and I'm planning to do more. So thank you so much.